protecting you from asteroids right now. Hey, Mr. Banana, how are you doing? I know you've been feeling blue recently. You don't know how? Do you really think no one cares about you? I do. Miss Strawberry does. Even Jupiter does. Sit down, I'll tell you more about the solar system's majestic shield. Astronomers say that Jupiter has a very important job in the solar system. Its role is being a planetary shield, protecting Earth from comet impacts. Some astronomers believe that one reason Earth is habitable is that the gravity of Jupiter does help protect us from some comets. Well, thank you, big guy. You already know that comets enter our stellar neighborhood from outer reaches of the universe, so here's what the scientists say about them. Jupiter's gravity is thought to sling most of these fast-moving ice balls, frequent run-ins with big, fast-moving objects, out of the solar system before they can get close to Earth. Imagine that! You're a peaceful comet flying along the night sky to see your celebrity crush, Earth, but you can't because its bodyguard says you're not good enough for the planet. So long period of comets are thought to strike Earth only on very long timescales of millions or tens of millions of years. It's really rare. Without Jupiter nearby, such comets would collide with our planet much more frequently. Here's more. In recent decades, astronomers could detect signs of comets that have crashed into Jupiter. For example, in 2009, astronomers observed a dark gash in one side of the giant planet, likely caused by a comet. So, it is true. However, there's a flip side to this shiny coin. Jupiter does both good and bad to Earth. Its powerful gravity prevented space rocks orbiting near it from colliding into a planet, and that's why our solar system today has an asteroid belt consisting of hundreds of thousands of small flying chunks of debris. Now, Jupiter's gravity nudges some asteroids toward the Sun, where they have the possibility of colliding with Earth. Once there was the comet that had come streaking in from the outer solar system 3 years earlier and passed close to Jupiter, which diverted it into a new orbit and straight toward the Earth. It was as if Jupiter aimed at us and missed. So, does it protect us or aim at us after all? Mostly, asteroids live peacefully in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, whose gravity keeps them too stirred to blend into a planet, but can cause them to collide and ricochet in the direction of Earth. One thing we know for sure, without Jupiter and Saturn orbiting out past Earth, life may not have been able to gain a foothold on our planet. If you don't have any giant planets in your solar system, you have a very different planetary system. In solar systems that lack giant outer planets, massive impacts happen more frequently. Most likely, such giant impacts could result in the loss of a planet's atmosphere that would be really drastic for humanity. Famously, one such asteroid snuck by and hit Earth about 65 million years ago, setting off a chain reaction that would ultimately lead to the extinction of the dinosaurs and provide mammals like us a shot at global domination. Water is believed to have come from comets and asteroids, but the actual source of Earth's water is still poorly understood. The researchers found that, with giant planets around, the remaining small solar system bodies were either ejected out of the system more quickly because the angular momentum of gas giants add to the system, or become a part of the existing planet sooner. The fragments formed a large, dangerous cloud orbiting close within the system that took much longer to disperse, kind of like a closer inversion of the icy Oort cloud. It is a vast, spherical, deep freeze surrounding the solar system as far as a light year from the Sun. A shell of debris that orbits in the outer solar system and occasionally casts comets toward Earth. As it turns out, solar systems with planets like Jupiter are fairly uncommon in the galaxy. So basically, Jupiter is like a cosmic vacuum cleaner. If anything like that had hit the Earth, it would have been curtains for us. So we can feel very happy that Jupiter is doing its vacuum cleaner job and sucking up all these large pieces before they come for us. Without Jupiter, life on Earth might have been obliterated by comets and asteroids before it even got a chance to begin. The fact that Jupiter-like planets are so rare might be one of the reasons why we haven't found intelligent life yet. Astronomers know that Jupiter and Saturn's gravitational fields can eject comets into interstellar space or draw them in so that they crash into the giant planets. In effect, we're protected by a giant, gaseous catcher's mitt. When asteroids and comets go hurtling through the solar system, Jupiter catches them before they wipe us out. Rarer still, more deadly strikes like the Tunguska event, the strike that created Meteor Crater, or even the catastrophic one from 65 million years ago that caused our last great mass extinction still occur, and their impacts on Earth are still measurable today. If Earth were hit by these large objects as frequently for its size as Jupiter appears to be, we'd not only see meteor crater-sized strikes 10 to 100 times as frequently, but we'd have extinction-level events thousands of times more often. Thank you, fella. Better you than us. Do you guys want us